Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our webinar on Smart Insurance Solutions for SMEs. Thank you all for taking the time to join us today. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, or simply someone interested in understanding the vital role of insurance in supporting SMEs, we're thrilled to have you with us. We know how valuable your time is. The session will take exactly 40 minutes, followed by the Q&A session, which will be recorded and available on the DHL for SME website. For those who may not know SEIB Insurance, we have been a trusted name in the Qatari market since 2010. For 15 years, we've been committed to delivering innovative and tailored insurance solutions that cater to the needs of business across various industries, with a strategic focus on individual and superior customer service. Now, let's get started. I'll now pass the floor to Elias Shadid, our Chief Operating Officer and Deputy CEO, to take us through today's topic. Over to you, Elias.
Thank you, Dana. Good morning. Why smart? Why smart insurance solutions? Selecting insurance by itself is a smart decision. And it is smart because we'll not only talk about insurance, we'll talk about the success of your business. We need to talk about how to protect your business. You would not be able to succeed if you're prone to accidents, if you're prone to unforeseen circumstances that would stumble and stop your business. So you need to focus on operational efficiency. You need to have synergy. You need to focus on growth. Growth requires synergy. Synergy requires operational efficiency. And the ultimate aim is profitability. Now, in order to maintain increasing profitability, we need to build credibility. And credibility requires operational efficiency in addition to reliable, trusted employees. Those employees that will form the basis of customer-centric solutions. Those employees in today's age would leverage technologies, will use analytics. And this is where synergy comes into the equation. This is exactly where synergy comes into the equation, and this is where the role of this platform, DHL for SMEs, comes into place. Bringing in partners like Microsoft in technology, SEIB in insurance, Commercial Bank in banking, DHL in logistics, Shuruk in media, Vodafone in telecom, Ogilvy in advertising and PR, Tamimi in law. You put all these together, you have an amazing recipe to be able to protect your business. And smart solutions, smart people, smart business people would be able to make use of a platform like DHL for SMEs in order to grow, in order to focus on growth. So what you need to do, you need to take the right decisions. You need to jump into opportunities rather than kill them. And then someone will say, how can we kill opportunities? You kill it simply by ignoring the fact that accidents can happen, by ignoring the fact that a fire can take place without you knowing, a flood that may damage your business, any incident that may come in and stop your business at any time, that would take you into possible legal action, loss of income, and so on and so forth. So what do? You go to search for an extended capital that would come in and support your business. Where do we get the extended capital? From insurance, and that's exactly what insurance is. It's the extended capital that would come in to support you at a time when you need it the best. And that's why you need to select the best insurance company. You need to make sure that you take the right decision, because insurance is not a choice, it is a must. That's why we have in this webinar, we have brought in our best people, our head of commercial, our head of general insurance, our head of medical and life business to talk to you. And in the future, we would be talking about more specific solutions for your businesses. But in today's webinar, we'll give you a general outlook, general understanding of what you need to do, whether you are a small business, a startup, or even an ongoing successful business. I'll leave the floor now to my colleague, Antoine Khairallah, our commercial director. Antoine, it's yours.
Thank you, Elias. Before we start, allow me to highlight again the importance of SMEs to Qatar economy, and the reason why SEIB Insurance decided to partner up with DHL and a list of key market players from different industries in the DHL for SMEs initiative. As has previously explained, this initiative was launched in 2024. It aims to support the private sector and especially SMEs in their growth aspirations by providing them with the right tools, the guidance, and know-how from different angles. SEIB has been one of the first companies to sign up for this initiative to provide support from an insurance and risk management perspective. We decided to participate because we understand the importance of SMEs to Qatar economy. Today, SMEs represent 97% of the registered private sector companies in Qatar, and they contribute to 16% of the non-oil and gas GDP. So SMEs contribute significantly to the economic diversification, the employment opportunities, and all of this is in line with Qatar National Vision 2030. So, and when we think of SMEs, we think of startups and risks. This is why insurance and risk mitigation are areas that are often overlooked, but they are very important for continuous growth. An SME has assets, and assets must be insured. It has capital and investors. Their interest must also be insured. SMEs deals with customers, suppliers, and third parties, so their their liabilities must also be covered. SMEs today count a lot on digital solutions to expand their operations, so their cyber risk must also be insured. SMEs have people and human assets. Their life, health, and well-being must also be insured. Through the risk assessment exercise, it's very important from one hand to detect duplications of cover, and hence higher insurance budgets and costs spent on covers. And on the other hand, it's very important to detect the gaps, so risks that are not taken care of. My colleagues will take us through the different risk aspects that might represent a threat to your SME operation, and will give you their best insights on how risk could be mitigated with the appropriate insurance plan and the right cover in place at an acceptable budget. We have with us Mr. Asad Javed, our Chief Technical Officer, and Ms. Nadia Basbous, our Chief Underwriting Officer for Medical and Life. Throughout this presentation, the presentation will be technical, so for non-technical people, please bear with us. We'll try to explain the words and the terms with a comprehensible way. Thank you, Asad and Nadia. I'll leave the floor now to Asad. Asad, you need to unmute because we cannot hear you.
Thank you, Antoine. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm so excited to have you all here today. My name is Mohammad Asad Javed, and I am Head of General Insurance in SEIB. Throughout the webinar, please feel free to ask any questions. We will have time for question and answer at the end, but don't hesitate to drop messages. So now let's get started. Today, we are discussing the vital role of insurance in empowering SMEs and safeguarding their business needs. So throughout this presentation and general insurance part, we'll examine the risks that small business typically face and explore how the right insurance can provide the crucial protection for their businesses. What is business insurance? So the first question everyone should ask, so business insurance actually protects your business and companies from financial losses due to unexpected events, such as property damage, liability claims, or employee-related issues. And there are various types of the insurance coverages which the business owners can opt for. And the examples of which are general liability, property insurance, workers' compensation, employee benefits, cyber insurance, and many more, which provides coverages for a diverse range of risks across all facets of your business. Everyone would ask a question, why do I need business insurance? So the answer is here. It gives the legal protection, which means certain forms of the insurances like workers' compensation and employers' liabilities are required by law. So the employer need to have these insurances to protect them from any legal consequences. From risk management viewpoint, also it protects your business from lawsuits with policies that help cover legal costs, settlements, and court judgments. And from a business continuity viewpoint also, when the accidents or disaster disrupt your operations, insurance at that time helps your business to recover quickly and financially. From a reputation and trust building viewpoint also, business insurance helps build your market credibility and can be a requirement for some of the clients or partners who work with you. So these are the basic things which enforces the business owners to have insurance. What types of the insurance do I need for a small business? So this is a very wide question because there are a lot of insurance which a business can opt for. So here are a few lines of business which can best fit with your business needs. So the first one is a general liability insurance. It covers the third-party liability claims from bodily injuries, from property damage or defamation. Commercial property insurance, it also protects your business physical assets such as office, buildings, equipment, and inventory, which can cause damage. And in that way, the property insurance covers your assets and protect you from the losses. Business interruption also, once you have the property losses or you have a fire, you have a flood or anything, so it helps to replace cost which you incur while your business is halted due to the covered events. Workers' compensation, it provides coverage for work-related injury or illness to your employees. So workman compensation is another requirement. Professional liability insurance, also known as errors or omissions insurance, it covers negligence or mistakes in service provided. Motor insurance, as we know, that we have vehicles, we have car, personal cars or business cars. So motor insurance protects your business vehicles from accidents, theft, or damages. Personal accident insurance, it provides financial support in case of accidents resulting in injury, death to employees or business owners. Money insurance, also it covers loss of damage during the money is in transit or business premises or in safe custody. Employee dishonesty insurance protects your business against financial losses which may be caused by the fraudulent acts of your employees. So employees' dishonesty or fidelity guarantee is equally important for that. Marine cargo inland insurance covers goods being transported internationally or within the country by land, by sea, or by air. So it safeguards your trade against loss or damage to the goods during transit. One of the important clause which is not mentioned here is a cyber insurance, which also helps businesses and individuals to manage the financial risks associated with the cyber threats. So it can happen due to data breach cost, and it can also cause your business interruption. And cyber liabilities can arise due to the cyber attacks. So cyber extortion is another exemption, and so on. So these are the general lines of business which a business can take. Now, what is the process for choosing the right business insurance? It requires a risk assessment. So the insurers, they need to understand the specific risks your business needs and industry could face. So accordingly, the risk management is the first element. And then the second point is the compare options. So looking for policies which can be tailored to the size of your business needs and the challenges your business can have. So accordingly, the different options can be compared and you can best opt for the option you require. And coverage limits, accordingly, it ensures the policy limits accommodate both minor or major accidents. So your business is fully protected with the values it has. Balance premium and deductibles. So find the best coverages that suits your needs within your budget. So which means that the higher the deductible, the lower the premium, and vice versa. So deductible is the first amount which insured has to pay, so it influences the insurance premium. And consult experts. SEIB team is ready to guide and advise you to optimize your policy terms and conditions as well as the coverages adequate to your business requirement. So this is the normal process for choosing the right business insurance for your business. What information is required by the insurers to analyze and assess your risk? So the first element we look into consideration is the business type and industry, because the nature of business influences the type and severity of the risk it faces, because each business varies from its processes, maybe its requirements, its occupancy. So the business requirement, business occupancy is the first thing for us to see. What type of the business activities are there? The second thing is the location. Again, your business location can affect coverages that need, especially if your location is on the high risk area, on a low lying area, where different type of the risks or perils can affect adversely your business. So this is another aspect the insurers, they keep into consideration. Revenue and employees. These factors also help insurers to assess the scale of the business you have and the risk exposure your business needs, so accordingly to provide the best solution which can best fit with you. And the previous loss history is another important element for us to see. Have you faced any previous losses? What type of the losses were those? How those losses were mitigated? So those loss history is important for insurers to analyze your risk and to determine the cost of the risk for the future. operations and safety practices. The insurers also evaluate your day-to-day business requirements as well as the activities and provide the risk management measures so your business is safe and you don't incur the losses. So here also the insurers are the partner to your business. So these are actually the major information an insurers needs to analyze and assess your risk. What are the risks of not having business insurance? This is another important factor. So as we explained, we will brief here again. The financial exposure, uninsured businesses face significant financial risks from lawsuits or accidents. So that is why the insurance is a requirement. Legal consequences, operating without required insurance can lead to fines or business closure. So that's another need that the business owners they should have an insurance. And client trust also, some clients and partners may refuse to work with a business partner that are not insured. So also from a requirement viewpoint, insurance is required. And from a reputational damage viewpoint also, being unable to cover losses may damage your reputation and hinder business recovery. So from a reputational viewpoint also, the business insurance is a must requirement for the business owners. So now we will move to the second part of this presentation where I will leave the floor to my colleague Nadia Basbous, who is the Chief Underwriting Officer on the medical and life side. So Nadia, the floor is yours.
Hello, thank you, Astad. Hello, everyone. My name is Nadia Basbous. I'm in charge of life and medical at SEIB Insurance. We'll go now together through a quick explanation of employee benefits, the importance of employee benefits to SMEs, and what are the type of benefits and the key factors ensuring the appropriate insurance plan in parallel with the needs of the employees and allocated budget. So let's quickly now explain what is the concept of employee benefits. So employee benefits is an added value or an additional benefits that employers usually give to their employees on top of their salary, definitely. So we have two parts of employee benefits here. We have employee benefits insurance, which is mainly composed of medical and life insurance, and other non-insurance employee benefits like paid time off, flexible working hours, discount packages, income protection, etc. These are non-insurance related benefits that fall under employee benefits. Why employee benefits matter for SME? Can we move to the next slide, please? Great. So most importantly, the main reason why employee benefits are important to the employers is that it attracts better talents because an employee who has two offers, one offers that has insurance within it and one that doesn't have insurance, definitely he will be attracted to the offer that has insurance. And some of the statistics shows that 8 out of 10 employers believe that offering supplemental insurance benefits helps in the recruitment, and 82% report that it helps to retain employees. In addition to attracting the good employees, employee benefits is very important as well to boost engagement and performance of the employees. Why? Because when the employee has financial comfort when it comes to the medical insurance, mainly to medical insurance, and he is comfortable that in case of any emergency, his family is well protected through a good insurance plan offered by his company, then definitely will be more at rest and will be able to focus and give better in his job. And this definitely will have an impact on his performance and morale at work. In addition to that, we have to highlight as well the compliance factor. In many countries there is some regulatory requirements that impose on SMEs to offer insurance, mainly medical and life, to their employees. For example, here in Qatar, and as per the QFC requirements, Articles 48 and 51, insurance is compulsory. Employers have to give insurance to their employees, mainly life and medical insurance. So now we'll move to the types of employee benefits. As mentioned earlier, we have the health, medical insurance, and the life. These are the two major components. So the health is all the benefits that come under medical, like emergency surgeries, outpatient services, like doctor visit, lab tests, medication, etc. Depending on the budget of the employer, there are additional benefits that can fall as well under medical, which, like, for example, dental coverage, optical coverage, mental health, etc. So it all depends on the budget of the employer. He can add or remove benefits in according to the budget and the needs. Life insurance is equally important as well, because it gives peace of mind to the employee, mainly because in case of, God forbid, of the death of the employee, at least the family of the employee has some financial protection. So this as well adds to the comfort of the employee in his job. Under life, we have disability insurance. It might be total disability or partial disability or permanent or temporary disability. So these are different plans that can be selected by the employers to give to their employees. Let's move now to the key considerations in selecting insurance for SMEs. As mentioned earlier, budget is very important. So in according to the budget, the employer will give the appropriate plans. Definitely the higher the budget, the higher the benefits offered. And the employee needs as well is very important. In employee needs, for example, a higher age group of employees might need assurance or cover against chronic conditions like diabetes, hypertension, etc. So these has to be taken into consideration when selecting the proper plan. A younger population, for example, might need more like counseling and psychiatry treatments, etc., that will address their age bracket. Plan administration, it's very important for us and for the HR when they decide to select the insurance plan, to take into consideration or to go for lower complex insurance plans. Why? Because the more complex the insurance plans, the more will be the interference of HR, and it will be more time consuming. So easy plans in accordance with the needs of the employees, easy to manage, and definitely they have to select the benefits that are in compliance with the regulatory requirements of the country they are in. How to choose the right insurance plan? So I will go off the text here, and definitely I would advise you to contact your insurance company. We are always ready and to assist you with. We can help you in structuring or defining the proper plans that you need in accordance with your employee needs. Another factor is a very important one that we have to take into consideration when selecting the proper insurance is the quality of service. Is the company I'm addressing, the insurance company, able to provide me the good level of care that I deserve, the employees deserve, their families deserve? I need a 24/7 call center that is ready around the clock to help and assist and answer all the calls promptly and on time, reply to the emails, help in getting appointments, help in the employees who are willing to do a surgery, etc. So please, it's very important for you when you approach a company to consider and to evaluate its competence in customer service offerings. So now let's move to a quick wrap up of what was mentioned earlier. The next slide. Please, the next slide, Dana. Okay, so what is important here is to decide on what kind of plans. If you have an insurance in force, maybe you need to add or remove benefits and update the benefits that you have. I would, for example, advise you to do an internal survey to see what your employees need and address their needs and accordingly choose the right plan. As mentioned earlier, customer service is very important and selecting the proper company. You have, as well as an HR, you have to embed long-term EV programs in your HR policies. And definitely the budget is very, very important. I hope that this was beneficial. It is quick, but however, we have the time constraint, and we are always ready to help and assist you. Thank you for listening to me. Now I will hand over to our Deputy CEO, Mr. Ilyas, and we would like to hear his concluding remarks on what was discussed earlier. Thank you very much. Ilyas.
All right. So basically, we've had a general overview from a technical perspective of what insurance is, what insurance do you need to have. So insurance is not only about insurance, it's about the success of your business. It's about protecting your business. It's about nourishing opportunities. It's about nurturing your people that are taking care of your business. And you do this through a proper insurance partner, the partner that will give you an extended capital, because insurance is not a cost. Insurance is an investment, and insurance comes into play as an extended capital. So at SEIB Insurance, we focus on our people so that when you partner with us on insurance, our people become your people. They are the ones who will support you. They are the ones who will take care of your request in relation to your risks, your risk exposure that may damage your business or that have already created a certain damage. This is what insurance is about. It's about partnership. It's about making sure that you have the proper synergies in place in order to protect your operations. Insurance is not a choice. Insurance is a must. So we'll go back to take your questions. We'll give you some ideas for those questions, and we have left around 10 to 15 minutes of the time in order to allow you to express your thoughts, and that we can share our answers with you. Antoine, my colleague, will be happy to guide you through. Antoine.
Thank you, Ilyas, Asad, and Nadia. And for everyone, please feel free to ask your questions if you need any clarification related to your operation, to the insurance types in general. We are ready to assist you and help. So one of the questions, you can just drop your question to the chat box. Mira is asking, what is EB program? Mira, I'll take this one. EB is the employee benefits. So today, every company has an employee benefit program, and insurance is a part of it, as Nadia has explained in the session. So it could be group medical insurance, group life insurance, and any other type of insurance that could be provided as a type, part of the employee benefits within a company. Where can you contact SEIB? You can contact us at any time through our website, www.seibinsurance.com, and we will be providing you with our contact details again in the final slide of this presentation. Nadia, there is a question related to employee benefits and the remote operation. So today, a lot of SMEs are having a full remote operation with candidates, sitting in different countries. So how can an SME plan or a group medical plan cater for that?
Yes, thank you, Antoine. It's very important. Then in this instance, we have to provide an international coverage that will include the countries where the employees are located. So we have to cater for this. However, the company, the main employer should be located in Qatar. Okay, and we as an insurance company, we can offer international plans, direct billing basis internationally. We issue cards that will help them and avail services in the countries where they are residing or working, or even if they go for travel, whether it's a business or or personal travel, they will be covered definitely through all our medical insurance. Emergency covers are added as well. So there's no problem. We have to select the proper plan.
Okay, thank you, Nadia. I hope this is clear. There is also, maybe it's related to the first question, a clarification for freelancers. So today, a lot of SMEs count on freelancing agreements. So how can they be included in a group plan? Nadia, if you can.
It depends. Freelancers do you mean individual people or people who are employed? They have an employer, because here we are discussing SMEs today.
Correct.
If they are freelancer, they can go and contact us for individual. We can give them individual insurance. If they are employed through their company, we can give group insurance. So in any ways, they can contact us and we give them the appropriate. We have all the solutions. We have solutions for individuals and we have solutions for groups.
So I think this is related to freelancer, to individuals who are having a freelance agreements with SMEs. So they're not a full-time employee, but they're on freelance agreements.
Yeah, it depends. At the end of the day, we have to, if the insurance company or the employer wants to empanel them under their group scheme, they can do it. Otherwise, maybe they will give the option for the employee to go and seek for his own insurance. So it all depends on the employer and what they offer. In case they offer a group, it's fine. Otherwise, we are ready to accept individual insurances.
Thank you, Nadia. So another question, what are the key insurance challenges that SMEs typically face, and how can SEIB Solutions address those challenges? Asad, maybe you can take this one. Asad, you're on mute. You have to unmute so we could hear you.
Okay, thank you very much, Anton. As we discussed throughout the presentation, there are really several challenges which the small businesses they face. And one of the elements is the cost of the premium, because insurance can be expensive for SMEs. So definitely we need to see the risk associated with them and the requirement to them. So accordingly, the limits, the deductibles, the coverage, etc., is required to be done, which really impact the cost of the premium. The lack of understanding is another challenge which small businesses they have. So their understanding about the insurance is not very clear, that which type of insurances they need. So here where the insurance companies like SEIB, they work very closely to identify their needs and to provide the tailor-made program to them. And also the complexity of insurance policies, because the different coverages also interact here and there. So which also the small businesses, they are unable to identify, understand sometimes. So where also the insurers, they need it to clarify to them. So also there is a changing risk landscape, as we know, because the risk management and what type of the business protection they have, this also interact with them. So there are several challenges with the SMEs they have. And also the claim process, for example, is another thing. They don't know also sometimes how to process a claim, for example. So here also the insurer, they advise them that what would be the claim process in case of any adversity or any loss happens. So how can insurers they face? So there are different challenges which they face. And this is where the role of the insurer is to guide them and to provide the best solution to them. So these are the most of the challenges which the small business owners they face.
Thank you, Asad. There is another question. Does every company in Qatar have to have insurance? If so, how soon does the company need to get the insurance cover after being registered at the government? So, Elias, would you like to answer this question? Or?
Yeah, sure. Well, this typically depends on the business they are in. There are different requirements for different businesses, but if the question is specifically related to individuals, meaning to employees, then under Qatar Financial Center, yes, there is a mandatory requirement to provide health insurance and life insurance to your employees. Outside Qatar Financial Center, the law is there. However, the executing bylaws have not yet came into implementation. In relation to worker compensation and employer's liability, yes, there is a requirement, and you would the employer becomes legally liable towards any injuries that or health-related matters that may impact the employee as a result of their work or work-related accidents and injuries. In relation to professional services, for example, yes, it is a requirement to have professional indemnity in place. So consultants, regardless of the consulting services that they provide, would require to have professional indemnity insurance in place. These are the requirements. This would be immediately after you register as a business.
Thank you, Elias. Mina from InsureLab is asking about the blue collars workers. So if there is any type of insurance related to them, I assume this is really from a medical perspective. Nadia, if you can take this one.
Okay, I can see a lot of interest in medical today. Definitely, we can cater, as I mentioned in my presentation, for different plans according to the budget and the needs of the employers. For blue collars, definitely we have specialized plans with the restricted benefits and restricted network. For example, we might assign networks where the employees are located and sufficient hospitals. And we have to take into consideration that for the blue collars, maybe the budget is more restricted. So yes, we have different types of plans mainly for blue collars that address their needs, and specifically very important for you to understand that we are flexible. So we are ready to give you the network structure that covers them in the area where they are located. Yes, we do have, and at good rates as well.
Thank you, Nadia. So as I understand today, in today's world, insurance has a plug-and-play system. So today it's very important to get in touch with someone very specialized to really match the cover to the needs of each and every SME. So any other questions?
Antoine, I would like to go back to a couple of the questions that were raised earlier. One in relation to mandatory requirement or what is required by law and others. So that's as far as the law is concerned, but there are specific risks that are extremely important for businesses to be protected. For example, any business with a board of directors, where there is a specific authority given to board members or to other executives within the company or the organization, they need to be protected at board level. And that's why directors and officers liability programs come into play in order to protect the board, to protect the individuals, because the liability in that case may extend to the estate. It will not only rest at the individual level, at the board level, and may also extend to other boards. Therefore, the liability can impact individuals who sit on different boards. So if your investor or your partner or you are a member of a board of another organization or more than one other organization, and there is a lawsuit against that particular organization that may hit the board member or may hit you specifically, then that liability may extend in order to impose a risk on any other business that you are involved in. So directors and officers liability is a very important and extremely important insurance plan that you need to be looking at. On the other side, cyber insurance. In cyber today, today we're meeting without having to be in one place, without having to be in one office or in one room. And this meeting can be interrupted at any time through a cyber attack. Your data can be exposed at any time. Your individual data can be exposed at any time. You'll be exposed to GDPR and other required data protection laws. And you would need to have something in place that will be able to cater for any possible legal implications or cost implications that would come across. And this is where cyber insurance will come into play. Whether you are an SME, whether you are a 3 people or a 4 people business, or you are a 10,000 people business, you would need to protect your data. Otherwise, in today's business, unless you don't want to use technology at all, your business will be impacted. So these are 2 points that I just wanted to highlight because I thought they are important to shed the light on.
Thank you, Elias. So for those who asked how to reach us or to contact us, you can reach us on our mobile number 44026888 or our email address info@seibinsurance.com, and we'll be happy to assist.
And it's important to remind that the DHL for SMEs website is also another platform where people would be able to reach us and reach other partners on this program. That's where you create your synergies. That's where you find your solutions. And that's where you will be able to work on the growth of your business.
Thank you, everyone. I believe with that we can conclude our session today. We hope that we were able to answer all your questions. And please feel free to get in touch with us for any insurance-related matter. We'll be happy to assist. Our team is always ready. And I would like also to thank DHL for SMEs team, Diana and Julia, for also helping us organizing this webinar.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.